Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. So sorry about that last live. Technical difficulties. I tried to do it outside, and look where it got me. It was a beautiful day here, so I didn't want to be cramped in the office, but this is better. Now I can actually show you the motion to dismiss. We can go over it maybe a little bit longer, but you'll get a lot more out of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So right here, I'm going to start this live completely over, like if you weren't here the last time. So my apologies if you have to hear what I have to say again. So I'll be giving you a recap of what's going on with my Berwyn City Hall arrest. So I'm fighting that in Cook County right now. I'm actually in the Maywood Courthouse. So I was representing myself pro se, just like I did in Waterbury, where we got that fantastic "We the People win" case dismissed because they did not have jurisdiction. But I was fully prepared to represent myself in this case as well. The difference being is that a lawyer reached out to me. Now, you guys know I'm not a big fan of lawyers. It's not my cup of tea because they don't they don't seem to honor the oath that they took to the United States Constitution for the most part. But there are some very good lawyers out there, and one of them reached out to me. We went over my case. He was appalled on how the Cook County prosecutors were treating me, all this drama that was going on. So he reached out and he actually offered to represent me pro bono. So for those of you who don't know what that is, that means he's representing me for free. So I really appreciate him for that. His name is Jim Jenkins. He's actually from Berwyn, Illinois. So there's not a bunch of they're not all corrupt over there. Let's just say that. But he's representing me now, and we're working together on this case. He modified my motion to dismiss, and this is what we're looking at right in front of me. So let's take a look at that first, and then I'll tell you exactly what happened on that day. So this is the modified motion to dismiss. People of the state of Illinois versus Sean Paul Reyes. Motion to dismiss. Now comes the above defendant by his or her attorney, James K. Jenkins, and moves this court to dismiss. On 11/8/2021, the defendant was filming inside of Berwyn City Hall and intended to file a FOIA request. The defendant is an independent journalist who travels around the country recording public officials for the purpose of promoting government transparency with the public. Exactly right. While inside the building and filming from the hallway, the defendant was approached by the complainant, Ruth Green, who is the city administrator there. She asked the defendant to stop filming and referred to the sign posted out front of the building. The sign read, "No cameras or recording devices without prior approval," per 720 ILCS Article 14. It should be noted that this statute has been deemed unconstitutional. Very true. Shortly thereafter, the defendant was approached by Berwyn police officers. Detective Monaco informed the defendant that he was being detained until we sort this matter out, and made several attempts to prevent the defendant from recording this encounter as well. So just to show you, to remind you, you can always watch this on your own, but, just to remind you what Detective Monaco did, let's remind everybody.
You don't want me recording you?
Yeah, I mean, it's my right, just like you're saying,
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I don't want.
Don't touch me. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Don't touch me.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was the only person, Detective Monaco was the only person who committed a crime that day. That is interfering with my constitutional rights of filming, battery, I would assume, grabbing my wrist and trying to prevent me from recording him, because in his mind, he had rights. Not in his mind. He said it. He said, "I have rights too." Completely. That guy's unhinged, man. He needs to lose his job. But of course, he didn't get in any kind of trouble, no reprimands, no nothing. This is why we, the people, need to stay on this. Follow-up is so key when you're doing this, and to never give up. Here we go. Let's start off. Eventually, Sergeant Volanti of the Berwyn Police Department arrived on the scene and also referred to the unconstitutional statute and stated, "You can't video record private conversations." The defendant was then placed under arrest. Again, guys, I was arrested for that statute, the unconstitutional statute. That's what I was arrested for. The unconstitutional statute that the Berwyn mayor ripped down in our protest. Remember the We the People protest in front of City Hall? He ripped down the signs, yet they're still going on with this. You know why? Because they don't want me to file a civil lawsuit. But they don't want to do the right thing. The defendant was then placed under arrest. It was later determined by the officers that the statute was not applicable, and the defendant was instead charged with disorderly conduct. So let's get this straight, guys. Oh, we're going to arrest you for an unconstitutional statute, and then when we figure out that it's not, constitutional, we're going to go ahead and we're going to arrest you for disorderly conduct, contempt of cop, right? The defendant did not violate any laws and has all the defendant's actions are protected under the First Amendment to the United States and Illinois Constitution. Additionally, none of the defendant's actions constitute a violation of disorderly conduct. A person commits disorderly conduct when he knowingly does any act in such an unreasonable manner to alarm or disturb another and to provoke a breach of the peace. An unreasonable act. Now you tell me, is it unreasonable to record and exercise a constitutional right of freedom of press in a public building filming government officials? Is that unreasonable? Because according to Berwyn City Hall's logic and the Cook County State Attorney's logic, anything can alarm somebody and be disorderly conduct. I can walk in there with, a green jacket and somebody who's terrified of green says, oh, I'm alarmed by it, and you get arrested. Again, the statute is clear. It has to be unreasonable conduct. Nothing about my conduct was unreasonable. The defendant's actions cannot be construed as unreasonable. The defendant has a First Amendment right to film the public officials in public spaces. The complaining witness is a public official and works for the city of Berwyn. Again, she's the city administrator. The defendant committed no act which would cause an alarm. The subjective feelings of an alarm are irrelevant to the objective actions by the defendant. If this were not the case, then any individual could simply restrict another's constitutional rights by stating that they are alarmed. Very true. The defendant's actions were not unreasonable and in no way would cause alarm to an ordinary person. They're not ordinary, they're tyrants. Filming in public places is a constitutional and fundamental right, especially when the person being filmed is a public official. And then he goes to list the case law that I listed in my previous motion to dismiss, and it goes on here pretty well. I'll upload this to longislandorder.com so you can see it. But it's a little bit different than my original motion to dismiss, guys. A little bit different. So basically, what happened in court. Now here comes, this is what happened in court. I had court yesterday. My lawyer was there. Again, big shout out to James. He's a great guy. He believes in we the people. We've had great conversations. He believes in our Constitution that he took an oath to, which, it shouldn't be that shocking that he honors his oath, but it is shocking. So, unfortunately, but he's a great guy. I really appreciate him helping me out on this one. We're going to get the win. Just stay tuned. So he was actually in court because, like I told you guys, he's from Berwyn. He is from Berwyn, Illinois. So, or at least he practices law in that area, I should say. So he was in court. I was there via Zoom because obviously Berwyn, Illinois is very far away from Long Island, New York. I was there via Zoom. We have a different judge now. Same courtroom 102. A lot of you were asking me if my courtroom got changed. Didn't get changed. It's courtroom 102. I don't know if they weren't letting everybody in. But I will say that while I was in there, I did see a bunch of you guys, commenting your support. Hey guys, I really appreciate it. Like, you guys were commenting your support. We the people, I'm here supporting LIA. I saw you guys. I can't exactly acknowledge you while I'm in court, but I'll get to that in a second. Because I kind of did acknowledge the people who showed up on the Zoom hearing. So my lawyer calls me and he says, all right, are you logged on? They were having technical difficulties at first, starting the Zoom. I don't know if that was because there was too many people there logged on. But so he says, it's funny, the clerk and the sheriffs and everybody here is talking about, the YouTuber who is who records the Zoom hearings. Right? Because apparently I record all the Zoom hearings, even though you can check my channel, there's no Zoom hearings. I was already threatened to be arrested for contempt of court if I recorded a Zoom hearing. And my lawyer actually shared with me the actual law. And we don't think that it is illegal to record a Zoom hearing, but again, tyrants will be tyrants. Corruption is corruption. And that's just the way it goes. So at the end of the day, they're all talking about me in the courtroom for whatever reason. Hey, this is the guy that, records the police. This is the guy that stands up for his constitutional rights. That's what I do. And basically, I'm a big star in the courtroom, apparently. I don't know why. It's Cook County, guys. Crook County. They have crazy high murder rates, robbery, assault, shootings every single day. Come on. You got nothing better to do than to prosecute this case. And what's even worse is that when my lawyer reached out to the supervising state's attorney, the supervisor now, not Alyssa Dunbar, who's green in the ears, who just started this job. I talked about her in previous lives. Alyssa Dunbar, she's the one prosecuting the case. He talked to her boss, and her boss is like, well, he can't just film anybody he wants. This is a supervising state attorney who did not understand the First Amendment, guys. Did not understand it at all. My lawyer was like, what? It's crazy. Like, he didn't understand the concept of the First Amendment. That's scary. He's a supervisor in the state's attorney's office. That's incredibly scary to me. So anyway, the judge, since my attorney's there in person, the judge calls my case probably, first or second. So I get called up. My attorney says he had filed this motion to dismiss right here that you're looking at in the courthouse. And the judge says, well, are we going to have oral arguments? Are we going to set a date for oral arguments? Because if you remember, like I told you last time, assistant state's attorney, Alyssa Dunbar, she wasn't going to write an official response. I saw your comments. A lot of you said because she doesn't want to be embarrassed. She knows I'm going to read it in front of all of you guys. But now magically that I have an attorney, she wants to write an official response to the motion to dismiss. Well enough. I don't see how you can argue against this. I mean, it makes completely sense. Facts. These are facts. I don't understand. There's case law supporting it. There's nothing unreasonable about what I did, period. We're going to win, just like we won in Waterbury, okay? But she's going to write a response. So the judge said, I'm going to give you some time to write a response. This is what they do, guys. Just like I was fighting the court case myself for 11 months in Waterbury, and Danbury's still ongoing. That's a whole nother topic for another live. But, that's what they do. They string out these process. They string out the whole process to wear you down, make you spend a lot of money, back and forth to court. Luckily, I'm able to go via Zoom. So I get called. The judge speaks to my lawyer, the state's attorney. But wait, sorry, I know I'm rambling a little bit. But before he calls my name, Sean Paul Reyes, and then he mutes his mic. This is the judge. He mutes his mic. And then I see him move his head over, right? And he's speaking with somebody. My lawyer was there. He said that a sheriff went up to the judge and said, this is the YouTuber that records the hearings. Trying to, get me in trouble with the judge or get the judge to issue a response. The judge just shrugged his shoulders and kept it moving like nothing ever happened. But I think that was, crazy to say that, they're all so fascinated by me. I don't know why. They're also fascinated by a man exercising his constitutional rights. And what's wrong with transparency in a courtroom? Like, what happened? What's wrong with that? What is wrong with transparency in a courtroom? But anyway, I digress. So he calls the case. The judge says that my lawyer requests that we get a new date. So oral arguments on this motion will be on May 11th. Again, that's May 11th will be oral arguments. My lawyer will be there. I will be there via Zoom. Again, my lawyer requested that I be there via Zoom, because of the burden of traveling all the way 15 hours to Illinois via car, 3 hours on a plane. So I will be there. The judge said I can go via Zoom. So I'll be there via Zoom. Again, if you guys want to attend, my last judge said that you guys are allowed to attend, and it's on the Cook County website. On the Cook County website, you just go to Maywood Courthouse and all the Zoom information is right there. So the judge says, okay, Mr. Reyes, you understand that you have to appear via Zoom. If there's a trial in this case, then you have to come in person, which I understand that, you can't do a trial over Zoom. The state's attorney is going to be writing a response. The judge wanted to know if she's going to bring any witnesses. She says she did not know. This is Alyssa Dunbar again. She's only been a state's attorney for 1 or 2 years, I believe. they're feeding her to the wolves. She's going to lose, and she's going to lose in public fashion, So I don't really understand it. So the judge said, okay, Mr. Reyes, well, you have a great day now. I said, you too, Judge. We the people, because there were so many people in there. And then I just shouted, we the people. And the judge looks at me and he's just like, yeah. For those of you who were there, you guys saw his reaction. At the end, I just said, have a great day, Judge. We the people. It was great, guys. It was great. So if you guys can make it next time to watch, that's your right. It's a public court hearing. You want to come in person, you want to come on Zoom. I won't be there in person, but that's your option. So May 11th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time via Zoom, oral arguments on my motion to dismiss right here. Again, I read it to you guys. It's a very strong motion. I originally had wrote it, and then my attorney that I have now, again, can't thank him enough. James Jenkins, definitely recommend him. He's a big believer in the Constitution. So, I thought it was already strong. This is a BS case. We're trying to tell them, like, why are you doing this? Why are you prosecuting this case? And there's no other reason for them to be prosecuting this case other than spite, right? There's no legal reason to prosecute this case. You all have seen the video. I was very respectful. There's no disorderly conduct. I wasn't arrested for disorderly conduct. I was arrested for felony eavesdropping. But yet they want to make a big deal about, now that they couldn't charge me with that, they want to charge me with disorderly conduct. I had to pay a bond to get out. I appreciate all your support, guys. That was basically it. If you want updates on Danbury, again, Waterbury's case closed, dismissed. Go watch all the videos. We won. Federal lawsuit incoming. I'll be sharing that all with you when it's filed. But Danbury, really quick, I'll touch on Danbury. Danbury, I'm still on a jury trial waiting list. I have an attorney in that case as well, and he's doing great work for me. We're working together. Hopefully, I know everybody wants it. Danbury's like the main event. We're going to win Waterbury. We're going to win in Berwyn, and then we're going to win Danbury. That is the main event. If you haven't seen the Danbury videos, go watch them. That's where the officer said 20 years ago I'd be dead with my teeth missing. The one officer was like, he's a very polite, respectful young man. And, he doesn't break the law. I wish he would so I can pound on him and lock him up. He said that on body camera. And then the other police officer who arrested me said, make sure that you write in your report that you told him to leave and that he was filming over the counter. No one ever told me to leave. He instructed a witness to lie. That's tampering with witness. That's tampering with a witness on body camera, and they're still prosecuting me. We're waiting for jury selection as we speak right now. Insane, guys, insane. So and they're all going to get malicious prosecution. I'm sure you all see, and I posted about it too. Supreme Court just ruled, making it easier for malicious prosecution cases. So that's the one good thing that they did. So, I'm not going to plea. I see some people saying, I'm not going to take no pleas. I already told my lawyer in Berwyn and my lawyer in Danbury. I spent a lot of money on the lawyer in Danbury, and I didn't spend a lot of money to take a plea. That's for sure. All right, let me read some of these comments, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here on YouTube and on Facebook. I love you guys. I couldn't do this without you. You guys give me such strength, and I really appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing, the support. Just to log into Zoom and to see people in the Zoom hearing, it's crazy. So, I really appreciate it. If you would like this video, just take 1 second out of this viewing experience and hit the like button so that way it can be seen by as many people as possible. A lot of people said that they wanted me to do a giveaway for you can't really see it. There you go. This is the Galaxy S21 Ultra that was in evidence. There goes the evidence number right here. Don't know if you can see. There it is right there. It's a good phone. It's brand new. I'm thinking about putting it up on, selling it, putting it up on a bidding site for $1 and raising money for a charity. What do you guys think about that one? I would love to give back to, the community here on Long Island or elsewhere, maybe in Danbury. Maybe I'll just go hand out money on the streets of Danbury and say, hey, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on a lawsuit soon, so this should help you out. Your taxes are going to go up. I don't know. Something fun. But make sure to hit the like button, share this live. I really appreciate it. Where are you guys watching from? Where are you guys watching from? People are making me offers for the phone. That's great. If I do decide to put it on eBay for like $1, you guys bid, and I promise you all money will go to, I want to give back to the community. All money will go to, I'll put the link in this description if I decide to do that. I like this phone. I obviously have another phone. It's been in evidence for 11 months, but it works perfectly, as you can see right here. And I think it's pretty cool. You know, maybe I'll sign it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me see. What are you guys thinking? Michigan, California, Florida, from Planet Fitness. Good. Arizona, Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know. Connecticut, the constitutional state, is probably the most corrupt state I've ever been to. And I've been to a lot of states, guys. I've been to a lot of states. All right. So that's what I'll do. I'll sign it. All right. I'll sign it, right? I'm going to leave the evidence number right here. Excuse me. I'm going to leave the evidence number on there. I'll sign it. You know, maybe I'll throw like some wallpapers on there or something, some Long Island Auto wallpapers. I want to raise money for charity. I want to give back to the community. You know, maybe I'll make a video just handing out money to people. I don't know. I want to give back. I like to see smiles on people's faces. You know, I want to help people. Venezuela. You guys are watching all the way from Venezuela? That's crazy. Lisa. Thanks, guys. Do a raffle, $5. Everyone will buy a ticket. Yeah. Again, I don't want to, I would give it away just like I gave away the GoPro. You know, I'm shipping that out probably tomorrow. But, you know, I want to do something different. I want to do something different. You know, a giveaway helps one person. You know, raising money for charity. I've never done that before. So I would love to do that if it's possible. So, Bill. I know I saw a Bill that wanted to shout out, so I forgot I couldn't see your last name. The chat's going so quick. But anyways, guys, I know the last like 7 minutes I was basically just rambling about the phone or whatever and everything else. But it would be nice to give the money to the people. But these court hearings get pretty expensive. They do. If you guys knew how much money I spent on my Danbury attorney, I'm not going to tell you. But if you guys knew, you'd be like, wow, that's crazy. But that's just the way it is. Lawyers are expensive. But yeah, let's raise money for charity. Forget it. I'm just going to put it on eBay for $1. And whatever it gets, we'll do a live. We'll figure it out. You know, maybe I'll do like a poll on what charity I should give it to. You know, I'd rather do it in person, you know, than, you know, just click on a website and donate it to a charity. I'd rather like help out, you know, people who need it, like the real people, like the people on the street. Something like that, guys. I don't know. You help me out. In the comment section of this video, let me know what I should do. Let me know, and we'll talk about it in a future live. All right, guys. All right, guys. Well, there's the update. Not really eventful, but nonetheless, May 11th. Stay tuned at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Really appreciate you guys. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.